Joining us now is New CENTER Maine's political analyst Ethan Strimling and Phil Harriman. Not the most exciting of debates, but definitely substantive. What stuck out to you right off the bat, Phil?
Well, too, I thought the decor and the diplomacy and the mutual respect was evident, and I think people want to see that more and more in not only in their candidates, but those who get to raise their right hand after the election. People want and are demanding more civility, so I thought compliments to both of them in that regard. From the controversy point of view, it was hard to see where they disagreed. Maybe it was on the energy policy, maybe it was on the immigration, asylee seekers, but other than that, I thought they were on the same page on most issues.
Ethan?
Yeah, which is really a problem for Ed, right? I mean, Ed's job is to say why he's different. If you want to take out an incumbent, you've got to explain to voters, this is why you need a change, and this is why I'm better at the job. And I don't think he really came across that way. I mean, he was fine. He's a obviously smart guy. He's respectful, but he wasn't as polished as I kind of thought in terms of having practiced his answers. Some of his answers, even around military stuff, which should be his strength, felt like they were wandering and weak. So, his job was really to show how he was different from Shelley Pingree. And I don't think he did that, except in the sense that he wasn't quite as prepared for the issues as she always is.
This is a long shot race, right? But there was that sticking point he tried to make of Shelley Pingree has been in office too long. She hasn't actually passed any legislation that's had her name on it. Does that stick?
The point is made, but she has been there 7 terms. She served with me 4 terms. She's been in public office a long time, and she's learned, how to handle yourself in these situations. How many times did she say bipartisanship and drop Senator Collins' name as an indication of her collaborative approach? I think you'll find that she's kind of pretty partisan when it comes to behind the scenes in Washington.
Look, this is a race. Shelley Pingree is going to win this race by 100,000 votes, and Ed Thielander's job is to figure out, can he be less than 100,000 or more than 100,000, because that's how it always is. She wins on average by about 60-40, and he didn't really do his job today to try to differentiate, and she very much did her job, which was to make very clear she's very competent at this, she knows what she's doing, and I expect people will walk away from this debate feeling like, yep, that's the Shelley we know, and that's the one that we're going to support.
Agree?
Yeah, I think we have to count the votes, of course, but I think, just looking through history, that's likely to be the outcome. But if I'm Ed Thielander and I've now introduced myself to the 1st Congressional District and I've had this experience, if you're really passionate about public service in Maine, he's got a bright future.